Okay, good morning, Countryside. Today's Friday, December the 16th. I'm over at the Phase 1 Tennis Complex, and we can see behind me now the tennis courts. The tennis court fence is going up. So we have courts 3 and 4. They've been graded. We're ready for the interior lighting. Once the interior lighting comes in, which is scheduled for the first part of next week, once the interior lighting comes in and is installed, then we'll go ahead and finish this out with Har-Tru. And then finally, in between courts 1, 2, 3, and 4, this will be a paver walkway extending down through here. There'll be a canopy in the middle with a water fountain, and that could be used as a viewing area. There'll also be smaller rest stations between courts 3 and 4, and between courts 1 and 2 as well. Beyond that, again, the 3 structures, as I mentioned last week, we have the 3 structures. We're waiting on some support beams to come in. Once those support beams are installed, we'll finish off with the ceiling, with the roof tile, and those buildings will be finished up. Lastly, we're working on irrigation being finished up, and then we'll begin installing trees, shrubs, and grass to wrap things up over here. So let's go over to the Wellness Center and see what's happened over there in the last week. Okay, now I'm standing in between the new fitness facility and the pool deck. That space in between them now has been pavered. We will be extending some additional pavers for the walkway up to the gate to the west. And then to the far south here, we'll also extend pavers from this gate. There's gate access from this gate all the way down to the south parking lot, and also tying into the car path over here. In the meantime, you can see lighting's in, still waiting for some final door fixtures, key fob systems in, and the camera system's in. So this will be taking photos or videos of everyone entering and exiting the building from all the entry and exit points with key fobs. So with that being said, let's wrap over to the front of the building, check out some of the landscaping before we head inside. Okay, so now we're going to head inside the Wellness Center. Just again wanted to share with you the landscaping for the Wellness Center has been complete. The landscaping's installed. Irrigation, of course, is working. So what a beautiful job they did with the landscaping. This is all code minimum stuff. Once we get CO, if we choose to come back and add more later, we can certainly do that. Okay, so now I'm inside the Wellness Center, the front entry lobby area and reception area. Softrim's still working on the rack system and developing, finished off a tech package for the building. So they're finishing with the rack system for the key fobs, television systems, the AV, phone, all that stuff. So let's go inside this room here, the very first card room. And to get it shown around real quickly here, we have a couple of security cameras up in the corners. Of course, carpeting's down. 2 65-inch flat screen televisions have been mounted. Those are tied into our tech package for presentations, PowerPoints, things like that. We're yet to get the hanging projector for the projection screen, which is down here. And then lastly, I'll point out that we have the solar shades have been installed. These are electronic solar shades that are under remote control, and so we can drop these down for meetings, presentations, or just to cool the room off if we have a little bit too much sun. So let's head off to the next area before we wrap things up. Okay, now we're walking inside the fitness room. Of course, the doors are in. We're still waiting for some of the hardware to be installed. Come on in. Since we met last, of course, the equipment was in here before. The 4 televisions are up all around the room. All the equipment has televisions on board. All the cardio equipment does. There'll also be little key fobs, so you can elect to pick one of these up from our Wellness Center staff person. If you want a key fob, this key fob will help you track your workouts and things like that. So we'll do a orientation process with that stuff. But again, it's just another one of the great amenities that we're going to have over in this room. So again, this room is wrapping up. We have 4 cameras, cameras in all 4 corners. Again, that'll keep an eye on all the assets in this room. But the room is nearly complete. Again, we're just really gauging and staging ourselves for getting our CO approval. So that's a bit of a process, but we're still targeting to open sometime in January, and we're looking forward to that. So let's head over to the next area. Okay, now I'm in the group fitness room. I'll point out a few things. First of all, we have a low finish to the ceiling. The interior design will be taken care of. That'll finish this room up then, right? You can see below me the bamboo floor is down. It's absolutely beautiful. And as a reminder, no high heels in the room. And then lastly, our fitness on demand system. This is obviously the large screen back here for the fitness on demand system, and that's being installed in here as well. So let's head over to the next room. All right, one last thing I wanted to share with you is the window shades. Window shades are being installed. These shades are going to be installed in meeting room, the conference room, the card room, as well as the fitness room. So all the windows facing the south, east, and west. I'm standing in front of the portico now. You can see the roof tile has been delivered. Unfortunately, the piece of equipment to deliver the roof tile up to the actual roof, this piece of equipment's down. A mechanic's scheduled to be here today to look at this piece of equipment. So no roof tile will be going up today. Hopefully Monday, first of next week, that they can begin working on that. The other good news, as I mentioned before, is that the fire suppression has been finally permitted by Collier County. So Monday as well, fire sprinkler will be installed underneath. So we can have both being worked on simultaneously, the tile and fire sprinkler underneath. Once those two are finished and the roof's inspected, it's really just trim out. It's the soffits underneath, stuccoing, painting, it's trimming it out, and that'll move really, really fast. So let's do our last stop back at the Four Seasons room. Okay, I'm standing in front of the Four Seasons room right now. Before we go inside, you can see scaffolding's put up. This is again for stucco work. Ready to do stucco. Inside, we'll show you around briefly, but we'll have HVAC working on linear diffusers. They framed out the interior. Electrical's here working, and mechanical's also here working on supporting a beam that the column was finally removed, so to support this beam. So we'll go inside and real briefly show you around before we wrap things up for today. Four Seasons room now. This will be our last take of the day. Electrical's here, interior framing's here, finishing up the framing. HVAC's here working on the linear diffusers. And we also have some structural here working on, again, this center column that was here, orange center column, that's obviously gone now. And they're actually working on reinforcing this beam, this concrete beam with this steel beam, these two I-beams here. They're tying those together, and that's part of the additional support required with the removal of that column. So recall, the old clubhouse ended right here. These were all windows at one point with the center column. So there's an additional 13 feet of an interior clubhouse space up to here. And then from this point forward is all the Four Seasons rooms. So there'll be a collapsible folding wall that will be here. This will all be put inside of the clubhouse now. And again, this will be the Four Seasons room. So thank you again for watching our videos. We do enjoy making them for you. I know lots of people enjoy watching them. So we'll talk again next week. In the meantime, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. We'll chat later next week.